Are you tired of being overlooked and underappreciated in life? Do you watch others seeming to attract success, respect, and opportunity with little effort while you struggle? Most think the keys are being wealthy, physically attractive, or incredibly charismatic. But the truth is, there are many good-looking rich people who still feel unseen and unfulfilled. The real secret to being a magnet for the opportunities you want has nothing to do with superficial attributes like looks or money. Those we perceive as high value have mastered one crucial mindset: the ability to not desperately need validation or approval from others. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. High-value individuals approach life with a calm indifference and lack of neediness that makes them irresistibly magnetic. The harsh reality is that around 90% of people are unconsciously addicted to obsessively seeking attention and approval from others. They are approval junkies. Their sense of self-worth is constantly begged for from external sources. But those we perceive as high-value winners are the opposite. Their rock-solid self-esteem, impact, and identity comes from within. This philosophy of non-neediness and healthy indifference to others' opinions is deeply rooted in ancient Stoic teachings around developing self-reliance. The Stoics knew that craving external things like fame, status, or compliments leads to unhappiness and a fragile ego. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." People of all walks of life are instinctively and subcommunically attracted to those who remain calmly unfazed and indifferent when disrespected or ignored by others. By starving this hunger for validation in those around you, you inadvertently elevate your own perceived importance and desirability in their minds. The path to being an attractive, naturally magnetic, high-value person who has others chasing their approval is to embody the timeless principles of Stoic indifference. Let's break down 8 key Stoic mindsets and behaviors for cultivating an unshakable sense of self-worth, independent of others' opinions. 1. Don't give anyone attention or validation for free. Upon waking, most people frantically check their phones, desperately hunger for someone to like or match with them on dating apps, or leave a flirty comment on their social media. This reeks of low self-worth and value. High-value people understand that giving anyone attention or validation for free only encourages this toxic neediness and craving for approval. So they don't participate. As Seneca the Stoic advised, "If you succumb to rudeness, you deserve the slavery you permit." A high-value person might introduce themselves briefly to someone they're interested in, but beyond that initial moment, they give no steady attention, validation, or eagerness to please. To desperate, insecure people addicted to a steady stream of external approval, this sudden withdrawal of attention is deeply confusing. Why won't this high-quality person give me the attention and chasing everyone else does? Am I not good enough? Remember, truly high-value people have bigger priorities than ego-stroking all day with meaningless validation. As Seneca said, "A great mind becomes a great fortune." Champions don't handhold the weak. They forge their own path of purpose, undistracted by desperate people grasping for crumbs of their attention. 2. Your grand purpose and mission comes first. For a high-value person, chasing romantic flings or seeking out attention from dating prospects is at best a trivial distraction from their true life's work and mission. Those we idolize as high-value individuals have an incredible sense of grand purpose and are obsessively ambitious in growing into their full potential. As Nietzsche said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." High-value people let nothing interfere with their ambitious why that propels them along their heroic life journey. Flirting, texting, dates, these are insignificant side hobbies compared to their rapture at outworking their personal legend. While most people aimlessly chase momentary pleasures and validation, like mindless rats pressing a dopamine lever, the high-value individual possesses unshakable vision and drive to become the best version of themselves. This colossal ambition and sense of purpose magnetically attracts insecure people still sleepwalking through an unintentional, unfulfilling existence. No matter how attracted they may be to someone, a high-value person remains sublimely indifferent and immovable from their priorities and iron self-discipline. 3. Be fearlessly bold in pursuing what you want. When a high-value person sees someone they want, they charge forward boldly with entitled certainty and zero hesitation. None of this wavering, "I wonder if they like me," self-doubt. While the insecure hordes fecklessly await good fortune by mere chance, high-value initiators mold reality to fit their personal desires. As Seneca wrote, "A reason often given is that it is a shame to survive danger. Life is the great shame for the person who has realized it is threatened every hour by chance." Being audaciously assertive when pursuing romantic interests reinforces your status. It shows you assume with kingly confidence they should acquiesce to your choice. This entitled attitude of romantic inevitability both bewilders and intrigues. So few these days carry such bold assuredness. The weak find strength irresistible. The reek of anxiety, timidity, and lack of conviction surrounding insecure people triggers an instinctive recoil in those glimpsing the high-value path. As Nietzsche put it, "What is great in man is that he is a bridge and not a goal." Your fearless boldness separates you from the drab masses and inoculates you against their approval-craving mindset. 4. Embrace solitude, the ultimate power move. Most people are utterly terrified of being alone with their own thoughts and autonomy. This phobia stems from gaping insecurities and lack of true independence. They loathe their own company and constantly seek the security blanket of others' contact. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Fortune is unmoved by outward show and is seekable only within." In stark contrast, the high-value person revels in solitude. They draw sustenance and renewal from stillness, rigorous inner work, and conquering their own mental weaknesses. Who requires the flimsy validation of companionship when sufficiently absorbed in the all-encompassing personal journey of actualizing their colossal potential? By embracing isolation without a shred of neediness or loneliness, the high-value individual conveys supreme wholeness and self-sufficiency. Any onlookers are baffled at their serene comfort while unaccompanied. As Marcus Aurelius put it, "I have to leap over every fire, and I am free, absolved, and made perfect by this single act." To the pathetically codependent masses, such tranquil solitude and freedom from others is a foreign riddle. 5. Punish disrespect by withholding attention. High-value people have an acute awareness of their self-worth and rights. They have zero tolerance for romantic interests who disrespect them with insults, tantrums, mind games, or mistreatment. As soon as an offender crosses the line, all attention and validation is swiftly withdrawn. This decisive silence and removal of acknowledgement completely destabilizes the approval-addicted prospect. It signals their conduct was so egregiously beneath your dignity that they have forfeited rights to your time and energy until properly making amends. As Seneca stated, only the wise person has the strength for self-correction. To those accustomed to manipulating partners via toxic conflict patterns, this uncompromising revocation of your presence hits deep. As Epictetus taught, there is only one way to tranquility of mind and happiness. Let this principle be at hand in the morning, and through the day and at night. If they want your attention again, they must first prove worthy of it, not the other way around. 6. Embrace straightforward assertiveness. High-value people don't play games or resort to coy ambiguity. When interested in someone, they come forth directly and assertively, overtly stating their desires and intentions without fear of rejection or mincing words. As Seneca wrote, "A person's worth is proportionate to what they are capable of daring." Mere flirting, endless texting, and will they or won't they, guessing games are distractions the high-value person neatly avoids. While most people waste time aimlessly beating around the bush with one another, fearing vulnerability, the high-value man or woman cuts straight to the chase. Their time is too valuable for anything but open, frank communication. This straightforward, no-nonsense attitude further signals their non-neediness and indifference to approval. As Marcus Aurelius counseled, life must be born with a calm mind, stripping oneself of all indolence. 7. Don't rearrange your life for someone else. people often foolishly drop their commitments and rearrange their schedules at a moment's notice to accommodate even the smallest romantic possibility. This reeks of desperation and low self-worth. As Seneca said, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." High-value individuals do not upend their vaguely agendas and purposes on a whim, no matter how attractive the person asking. Doing so would reveal the person has some vulgar control over you that supersedes your own goals and boundaries. A high-value man or woman's life plans don't revolve around anyone but themselves. When you simply maintain your set schedule and refuse to reshuffle your well-ordered priorities for someone new, it shows tremendous indifference and emotional discipline. The prospect is inadvertently made to work harder, patience longer for your selective windows of availability. As Epictetus taught, no one is free who is not master of themselves. By nonchalantly sticking to your routines without frantic accommodation, you subconsciously communicate that this person hasn't yet earned the right to interrupt your carefully structured life's flow. Their thirst for your attention and commitment only grows as you remain resolute. There are no shortcuts. Earn your way into a high-value person's world or move along. 8. Embody an unshakable, entitled mindset. At their core, high-value people absolutely know their worth in their bones, with a serene, unshakable certitude. Their mindset is one of regal entitlement and matter-of-fact assurance. Marcus Aurelius personified this focus. Very little is needed for everything to be unshakable happiness and self-confidence. While insecure people are plagued by constant self-doubts projected outward in their anxious behavior, the high-value individual's beliefs about themselves are ironclad. Their supreme sense of worthiness and non-negotiable boundaries naturally manifests in an aura of uncompromising calm and assuredness around romantic interests. High-value people don't nervously ruin the mood with fidgeting or chase others with flaky inconsistency. Their words flow with smooth, entitled nonchalance. They expect to be respected and pursued on their terms, whether the other person likes it or not. As Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." Develop a mindset impervious to external perception or need for others' validation. This bullheaded inner acceptance and confidence that you are simply owed courtship and affection is savagely attractive. Most people are trained to chase after insecurities from their partners, but high-value people with staunch self-entitlement are anomalies who compel utter fascination. As Nietzsche said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." Adopt this mindset of brazen self-assurance and bulletproof mental fortitude, and attractions will endlessly revenge chase the high value you exude. It all starts between your ears, an indomitable Stoic philosophy of radical self-belief and indifference to external approval. Only then can you become truly high value and make the world pursue you. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.